And I did talk to Misa about this before. We talk about this because it's very personal to her. So in this documentary, Eric Sermon talks about Diddy allegedly beating on Misa Hilton during their relationship. Let's take a listen to number 2.
I thought it was a genuine friendship until I see that this game is being played. You got an agenda. Misa, he was trying to court her after we broke up.
Sean wants her because Eric was that dude. It was about, I got her, I won her over from him.
He had to have the girl. And Sean has a way about, when he gets you, he got you. And now you become property.
Me and Misa was just friends, but he wanted to make sure that there was no calling and me being friends with that girl.
Sean's jealousy, it got to the point where he would put his hands on her. Right outside of Uptown Records. They're fighting in the street, and he's beating her into the car well. She's on the ground. And people are pulling him off of her and separating her. A year or 2 later, they're still together, and Justin is born.
Now, that was 2 voices, so I know
sorry,
Eric Sermon was in the beginning. Who was the one that was saying?
Let me clear it up. So Eric Sermon of EPMD is the one that's having a conversation about him and Misa being friends, but Puff thought it was a bit more than that. Now, the second voice is Kirk Burrows, and Kirk Burrows is the person that alleged that he saw this fight situation between Misa and Puff, and Misa... That's not even a conversation she wants to have. She says that right now, she's moved on from all of this. Like, she says it's so disappointing that she was brought up in the way that she was in this docuseries. Number one, she says that they did reach out to her to be a part of it and she declined. And she just doesn't understand why they're bringing all this up now, because it attaches to her. Like, she's doing businesses, she has nonprofits that she's working on, and these type of conversations and stories, because of how big this case is with Diddy, attached to her and what she's trying to do. And she's just like, why? Like, why did I get brought into this? I have nothing to do with you guys' issues.
Yeah, I agree with that. Salute to Kirk Burrows. Nothing but respect for that brother. I don't know him personally.
Well, if you don't, he's one of the, they say, co-founders of Bad Boy. He was the one that helped Diddy start Bad Boy. For people that don't know, just know the name, he's the one of the co-founders of Bad Boy.
But why didn't you tell that story earlier in your life, earlier in your career? You probably could have stopped others from experiencing future abuse. Like, you should have told that story years ago, Kirk. Yeah. Like, telling that story now, what's the point? Like, it's just hard to watch people who benefited off Puff and didn't speak on his dysfunction, back then, having the courage, and I put courage in air quotes, to speak on it now.
Yeah, and she also says, too, that a lot of the Misa says a lot of the way that these things are being told are just not true. Like, chronologically, they're not true. And then also, like, the under the card thing, she says there were things that did happen, but that did not happen. So it's like a pile on of things that are just, the family is experiencing right now that they just don't need.
I just don't know why you wouldn't tell that story earlier.
Yeah.
If you once again, you could have probably stopped future abuse if you would have intervened and said something about it decades ago.
Yeah, even with the Eric Sermon situation, and I know Eric Sermon, and he's produced stuff on my album for years, but what sense does you saying you dated Misa, and then when y'all broke up, Puff started dating? Like,
y'all already had broke up.
Yeah,
He said it like it just seemed like
conversations
like he took your girl, but y'all were broken up.
Yeah, and the way that the doc is set up in this part around it, they're trying to paint the whole, like, when Diddy wants something, there's no stopping him, from the girl to the career to whatever.